Thank you for joining us for a special KBRFradio.com video streaming production. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Ottertail Power Company and your Ottertail Power Company pregame show. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare timeouts. Ugsted Plumbing and Heating with your game time and temperature. Viking Cafe and Fergus Falls Apothecary with your keys to the game. Olson Oil Card Express and your Olson Oil Card Express postgame show. Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Ottertail County AIS Task Force. Liberty Business Systems. Service Food of Fergus Falls Monument. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated. Ottertail Coaches and FM Bank of Fergus Falls. Car Wash, American Legion, Running Stitches, Artisan Agency, and by Midwest Printing. Now for the pregame, let's head out to the court.
Well, thank you, Dave Bishop. Good evening, everyone. We're live from Kennedy Secondary School Gold Gymnasium, where it's game 2 of our doubleheader with the Otter girls and Otter boys basketball teams tonight. We just saw the Otter girls get the win against Rocori 69-27, and with Nick Keel on the call, and thanks to Dave Bishop producing with the live stream on the Fergus Now app. And we're right here on News Talk 1250 KBRF with Otter boys basketball. Jason Retzlaff with you here tonight. It's the Fergus Falls versus Sartell, and we got Matt Johnson, head coach of the Fergus Falls Otters, joining us here tonight, and get right into it. And Matt, I love these nights where you get 2 games, the girls at 5:30 and then the guys right after, and you get a lot of games worth. You got games going on in the basement and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, ton of fun as a community. You get all kinds of basketball. As a basketball coach, it breaks your routine, and so I'm not a fan because we're creatures of habit, and we watch film at 5:15 and we do pregame at 6:35. Right? We know our schedule, and on a night when things are off a little bit, trying to get down and watch and support the JV, and 9th grade's playing now, so they'll miss the start of our game. So I would say, from our perspective, maybe not ideal, but it is fun for the community to get all kinds of basketball in tonight and get to see our girls play a little bit, and see the boys come in to finish off the night.
I know a lot of coaches are superstitious. Do you have any of those superstitions going on?
I'm not too superstitious. There's a couple little things on the bench with coaches, but ultimately our prep is done during the week and before we show up tonight. And tonight I try to keep perspective that tonight's about having fun and getting to perform. Right? You think of a musical production or a show where they prep and they work and they show up, and this is the performance, and that's what our guys do all week. They work, they grind in practice, they put in work behind the scenes that nobody sees or knows about, and then we come out here and perform. And some nights you have your A game, and sometimes you got to grind and find it a different way, and that's what these nights are about.
How's the prep been? You had a game last Thursday, kind of a different format where you're off Friday, weekend, and then Monday practice, or I don't know if you practice Friday as well.
Yep. Short practice Friday, practice yesterday. We're at the point in the year we focus a little bit scouting, but we spend so much time worried about us. I would say I don't scout less necessarily, but we game plan less than I think I have ever in my career. And some of that is really just trusting a system that this is what we do, and if we talk and communicate well, we can work through a lot of things. You try to give them an idea of what they're running into, and if it's a 3/4 court pressure, then how do we want to attack it against this team with this personnel? And we did a little bit of that yesterday. But ultimately for us right now, it's getting a lot of shots up, trying to fine tune. Offensively, we're really looking at being a little more structured, trying to get into some more action. I've never been one to call a ton of sets and stuff, but I think you'll see tonight trying to get a little bit more prescribed action. I think we've played well lately when we've done that, and so we'll try to give our kids a little bit more on that, build our offensive repertoire.
The opponent tonight, Central Lakes Conference matchup, Sartell. It's been almost 2 months since you played them, December 17th. You won at Sartell 67-46. I looked at Craig's write-up and looked like you guys played well, defended really well that day.
Yeah, defensively I thought we were really, really good that night. Create a lot of offense. And it was a night where we didn't rely on Henry and Ryan to create everything. Alex Ellison, I think, had 17. Isaac, Micah, Luke, I think were all involved. Levi had a really nice game. So it was a night where we were well-rounded. And so the game gets easier, right, when you make some shots, and when guys are seeing the ball go through the hoop, they defend a little harder. They have a little bit more energy, and it was one of those nights. We're waiting for another one of those to click here.
And I don't have a big scouting report. Maddox Lewis looks like he's a scorer for them.
Really shoots it. He's a catch and shoot kid. Kind of a big body. He'll post up a little bit, but really he's going to pick and pop and let it fly. He's a kid who'd like to shoot, 12, 13 threes a game if you'll let him. And so that defensively is the key. And then number 3 for them, their point guard does a really nice job creating. They move the ball well. They drive and kick and make you defend. And so, for us defensively, winning our one-on-one matchup, keep the ball in front of you. If we get into rotations, they're going to end up with wide open looks, and they've got 2 or 3 guys that do that at a high clip.
And I know there's a lot of illness going around in the community and all over the place. We healthy? Otters healthy coming in tonight?
Yeah, right. I mean, I don't know if we're fully healthy. There's a couple guys that have been to the doctor this week, try to figure out what's going on, some respiratory stuff, some influenza kind of stuff, some walk-in pneumonia kind of stuff, and you just you want to be healthy, but you kind of look at their faces at the end of practice or in the middle of a game and go, okay, you're not feeling well. And they're not great communicators. They're 17, 16-year-old kids who just want to play. So they're not going to tip you off that they're not feeling great. You kind of have to figure it out. Right. So I would say we're not full health, but I'm not sure anybody is at this point in the year. So we got everybody physically in terms of ankles and that kind of stuff. We should be in good shape and ready to go and see what we get tonight.
Well, go get them. Have fun.
Right.
Thanks for joining us,
Chase.
Matt.
Appreciate it.
Matt Johnson, he's the head coach of the Fergus Falls Otters boys basketball team. This is our Otter Tail Power Company pregame show, and it is the Fergus Falls Otters at home against the Sartell Sabres. And we're going to go for our Ugstead Plumbing and Heating time and temp, and the temperature in Fergus Falls. Well, it's negative 13, and the little notation on there says it feels like negative 27. So hang in there for this week until it gets better. But it's cold in Fergus Falls, and the time is 7:08. That's our Ugstead Plumbing and Heating time and temp. This is our Otter Tail Power Company pregame show. It's Otter Boys basketball for you here on News Talk 1250 KBRF. We're also streaming live on the Fergus Now app. We will take a break and back with more on our pregame show after this.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton. There's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Light powers your day, and with LEDs, every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED.
What's the record for the biggest walleye? What's the record for the largest goldfish? Wait, what? Never release aquatic animals or plants into our lakes and rivers. Help protect our waters and native species.
We'll help you find the best solutions and make the right calls.
Make a winning appointment with an American Federal banker in Fergus Falls today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at the Gold Gym in Fergus Falls, it's Otter Boys basketball on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Streaming, also you can watch it live on the Fergus Now app. And Jason Retzlaff with you, Dave Bishop as well here, the production with our live stream. And it's the Otters at home against Sartell in boys basketball. The Otters are 14-5 on the year, 9-3 in Central Lakes Conference play. That's good for third position in the CLC. Sartell is 10-9 on the year. They're 8-5 in Central Lakes Conference play. The Sabres have been playing good basketball of late. They've won their last 2, and they've won 5 of their last 6. As it's time for the Keys to the Game, sponsored by Viking Cafe and Fergus Falls Apothecary. And we heard Mac Johnson talk about some of the keys just a moment ago on our pregame interview. And he talked about how they're going to get more specific offensively, that they're going to have some sets that they want to run, maybe a little less of that freelance motion. They feel that they can have some success with some of their sets, so we'll see how they do that. And also winning some of the one-on-one battles. Defensively, getting after the Sabres, containing Maddox Lewis. Matt talked about a lot of the pick and pop, the screen and pop, and Lewis has the capability to do that. He had 25 points on Friday in the Sabres win against Ricori, so that will be a key. Those are the keys to the game, brought to you by the Viking Cafe in downtown Fergus Falls and Fergus Falls Apothecary. These two teams did play on December 17th. Otters won at 67-46. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we will introduce tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Nelson Auto Center of Fergus Falls. It's the Otters at home against Sartell on our Otter Tail Power Company pregame show. Back with more in just a moment.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Olson Oil Cart Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Cart Express, supporting Otter sports. The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Scott DeBrito. I had the privilege of wearing the Otter uniform. Today, I have the privilege of representing FM Bank here in Fergus Falls. Show your Otter pride with our Otter debit card. Stop in and see us or visit our website at mybankfm.com.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Business systems can be frustrating. Don't take it out on the printer. Let Liberty Business Systems simplify the chaos. With automated printing services and flexible contracts, you'll never feel frustrated or stuck with your business systems. Liberty Business Systems.
Transparent, flexible, fearless.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
At American Federal Bank, they're...
And just got done with the national anthem, and they got the starting lineups going. It's time for us to introduce our starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center of Fergus Falls. First, for the visiting Sartell Sabres. Sartell 10-9 on the season, 8-5 in CLC play. 6'1" junior. Number 3, Bennett Bommersbach. The 6-foot senior, number 10, Braden Simmons. A 6'4" senior, number 12, George Derwachter. A 6'5" junior, number 32, Maddox Lewis. And a 6'5" senior, number 35, Andrew Nelson. Marcus Oisted is the head coach of the Sartell Sabres. Now for the home team, the Fergus Falls Otters. Otters are 14-5 on the season, 9-3 in Central Lakes Conference play. A 6-foot senior guard. Number 1, averaging 23 points, 3 assists, 3 steals. That's Henry Bethel. At a guard, 6-foot junior, 5 points per game. Number 5, Micah Johnson. At a forward, a 6'3 senior, 9 points, 6 boards a game. Number 4, Levi King. A forward, 6'7 senior, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. That's number 15, Ryan Hurst. And at a forward, a 6'3 senior at 8 points per game. Number 23, Alex Ellison. Matt Johnson is the head coach of the Fergus Falls Otters, and he's assisted by Brad Strand, Ryan Johnson, Taylor Foose, and Keith Pearson. And that is tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center on Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. That'll put an end to our Otter Tail Power Company pregame show as we're ready to tip it off here with Ryan Hurst in the center circle, along with Andrew Nelson of Sartell. Otters in maroon uniforms with gold letters and numbers, and the Sabres in white uniforms with blue letters and numbers. And the Otters have controlled the tip, and we are underway here with Sartell in a man-to-man defense. And Ryan Hurst has the ball, hands it off to Alex Ellison, backs his way, free throw line area. Now Levi King slashing to the hoop, goes up, stripped from behind it, went off of Levi and out of bounds. And Sartell will get the basketball. Otters will fall back man-to-man here to start things off, and it is Bennett Bommersbach handling the basketball and hands it off to Lewis. Maddox Lewis, he had 25 on Friday against Ricori. And there's a cut slashing to the basket. Derwachter over in the corner. Lewis, he'll let the three go right away, and he hits it. So he starts shooting the ball as advertised, and it's 3-0. Sartell with the lead on the Park Region scoreboard. Ellison across to Levi King. Now it's Henry Bethel. He wants to answer that three. That's off the left side of the rim, no good. And it's Andrew Nelson with the Sabre rebound. And here comes George Derwachter between the legs on the dribble. Ball screen moving to his right, picks it up, comes back over to Simmons, into the post. It goes to Nelson. Left shoulder turn, jump hook in the lane. Off the heel, no good. That was a good rebound there by Ryan Hurst. And the Otters have the ball. Hurst penetrating, a little Euro step, goes up, doesn't get it, but he draws the foul. And Ryan Hurst will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 as we have our first foul of the game. And it's going to go to Andrew Nelson of Sartell. And Ryan Hurst at the line. And he is, I've mentioned this on previous broadcasts as he makes his first free throw. He's really improved his free throw shooting over a year ago. He's right at around 67% coming into the game and doing a much better job. He averages 19 points and 7 rebounds, and he knocks both of them down. And the first points of the game for the Otters. And here comes Sartell. Otters man-to-man defense. And it is Simmons, ball screen to his right, turns the corner, has it knocked away, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Simmons, and the Otters will get the ball. First turnover of the game for Sartell. Don't forget our Minnesota Motor halftime report coming up in just a bit. They're paying top dollar for trade-ins. Contact the sales team for a free appraisal at Minnesota Motor. Otters with the ball. It's Micah Johnson with it. Into the post to Hurst. Ryan spins left shoulder, reverse. Layup is good. That was a good quick spin to the baseline by Hurst. Didn't hesitate, got the reverse layup. And the Otters have their first lead of the game, 4-3. 16:20 to play, first half. Ball knocked away, but it is recovered by Bommersbach. High post area, Simmons pull up 12-footer, in and out, and curls just off the rim. No good. That was as much of a 50-50 in and out ball as you'll see, and Henry Bethel got the rebound. And here's the Otters with it. Henry, a ball screen to his right, over to Ellison. Now Ryan Hurst back to Alex. Johnson, far corner, Levi King. Levi to the baseline, right to the hoop. Couldn't get the roll, and the ball's tipped out to Bommersbach for Sartell. Up the floor, Simmons with it. Picks up his dribble. Tries to get it to Nelson, but Micah Johnson comes up with a steal. Here comes Micah Johnson, right to the hoop, and lays it up and curls it in. Now, that was a good possession there for Micah. He's always so good defensively. He got the steal out in transition and gets the basket. Otters 6 in a row, and they lead it 6-3. And as the Sabres, it's Lewis with it. Hands it off to Simmons. And Simmons bounced past Nelson. Levi King is on him. Free throw line jumper by Derwachter off the heel, no good. Tipped by Hurst, tipped by Lewis, and it's tracked down by Nelson. They kick it over. Three-pointer is open and good. And that was Bommersbach who hit the three. And give Nelson credit there for tracking down that rebound. And so many great 3 looks come off of those offensive rebounds. And Sartell capitalized there. We're all tied at 6. Henry Bethel, 16-footer, no good. Tip back out nicely by Hurst, and Ellison comes up with the ball. Otters will reset. And Micah Johnson directing some traffic up top. Here's one of those set play looks, a 1-4 set that Coach Johnson talked about. Good pass to Levi King, goes up, blocked by Lewis, and Lewis gets the rebound for the Sabres. Up the floor, it is Derwachter with it. Into the post, Nelson, one dribble, gathers, gets Bethel up in the air, and gets the basket, draws the foul, and it'll be a 3-point opportunity coming up for Andrew Nelson. And Henry Bethel picks up the first Otter foul of the game. And coming in will be Jalen Schumann for substitution of the game for Sartell, as Simmons will come out. Sartell now with 5 in a row. They've regained the lead, 8-6. And free throw by Nelson is up nothing but net. So 6 in a row now for Sartell. Also in, Isaac Bergstrom comes in. Nelson will come out. And Otters with the basketball. Henry Bethel swings it over to Alex Ellison into the front court. Hands it off to Johnson. Now Bethel near side to Levi King. Flare screen goes to Bethel. Henry shot fake. Backs his way into the lane. Goes up and in and out and in. He had a little strength advantage on Schumann, and he took advantage of it. And Henry with his first basket. Otters trail by 1, 9-8 on our Park Region scoreboard. We're 4 minutes into the game. And underneath, it's Schumann. Kicks it out. Derwachter straight on. A deep 3 for Bommersbach. No good. And Ryan Hurst, nice rebound, goes high for that one. Here comes Hurst. Bounce pass right side to Levi King. Jump stop. Kicks out Ellison. Alex on the drive. Goes up. He gets the basket. And Alex draws the foul. Good slashing hoop there for Alex Ellison. His first field goal. Otters take the lead back. Our third lead change here. As the foul goes to Maddox Lewis, his first, team second. Isaac Ellison is in. Levi King comes out. Well, this game and the Quality Toyota Player of the Game t-shirts are brought to you by Lake Country Graphics. We'll bring you our Player of the Game and our Olson Oil Card Express post-game show at the conclusion of the game tonight. Free throw by Alex Ellison is no good, and it was Bergstrom with a rebound for Sartell. Otters man-to-man defense. They lead it by 1. 10-9, 13.5 minutes to play first half. Otter girls won the game 1 of our doubleheader here tonight. Big win over Rocori, 69-27. Lewis, one dribble left, goes to the corner, and that is Bommersbach with it. Up top now, it's Derwachter. Derwachter with 7 on the shot clock. He'll pull up, quick 18-footer, no good. Weak side rebound. Ryan Hurst already his 4th rebound of the game. And here comes Ryan, the 6'7 senior. Bethel. Henry open for 3 in the corner, and that's good. Good pass by Hurst. Henry was wide open. And the Sabres made a mistake not tracking down Henry in transition. And that is 7 in a row here for the Otters to get back up by 4, 13-9. Bounce pass underneath. Good pass, and layup is good. That's Schumann with the basket. And give Bommersbach the assist. Otters lead is 2, 13-11. As Henry Bethel to Ellison. Johnson over to Alex Ellison. There's Bethel curling. Has the 3 open off the front of the rim, no good. And Isaac Bergstrom, another rebound for the Sabres. There's Micah Johnson almost anticipating the steal and knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Sartell. Simmons back in. Andrew Tavali is in for Sartell. Derwachter is out. Bommersbach is out. Lewis is also coming out. As coming in as well for the first time is 6'5 senior Carter Stutzman for the Sabres. Inbound, Schumann with a basketball. Near side it comes to Simmons. Simmons fakes left, comes back to the baseline, cut off. They get it back out to Stutzman. Over it goes to Schumann. Schumann right-hand drive. Hesitation dribble goes up. Rejected by Hurst. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Sartell, but not much of a chance there for Schumann to get it over Ryan Hurst. But Sartell will keep possession. And in fact, the first time these two teams play, Ryan Hurst had 5 blocks back in December. He was a factor defensively. He always is a factor defensively for the Otters. Sartell with it, 5 on the shot clock. They kick it across Bergstrom. He doesn't know how much time's left. Now they're going to have to launch a 3 with Schumann. No good, but there's the offensive rebound, though, for Stutzman. And Sartell able to reset with their possession as they come out to Schumann. Right-hand drive, spinning away from Bethel, lost it. Falls to the floor. It's going to be a traveling violation. And, well, looks like we have one official calling a foul, the other, or a timeout maybe. Yeah, one official called a travel, another a timeout. So we'll see what we got here with 11:41. We're going to go to break, and we'll catch up when we come back. Teams are going to the sideline here. We'll take a quick break. It's a Lake Region Healthcare timeout. Well, we're going to have an answer here. It is going to be a timeout here for Sartell. So Sartell will keep possession. We're going to take a Lake Region Healthcare timeout, and we'll be back with more Otter boys basketball in 30 seconds.
Proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Jay, owner of Fergus Apothecary, downtown Fergus Falls. We like to talk to you out in the open, not through glass, not through a speaker. We treat you as a person, not as an insurance card. So we invite you to come downtown Fergus Falls and speak with us.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Didn't touch the rim, so it will be a shot clock violation. The third Sabre turnover of the game. And the Otters have the basketball, leading by 2. 11 and a half minutes to play. First half, it's 13-11. Micah Johnson gets it to Bethel. Knocked away, tipped away from behind. And the Sabres with a steal. In transition pass. That's tipped by Henry. He goes up in the air. Contact, no call. Matt Johnson wanted one. Probably should have got it. They kick it back out. 3 is open, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Schumann. And now the Otters are going to get called for the foul. And that's going to be on Ryan Hurst, his first, team second. And 11:10 to play. 2 team fouls on both sides here. We'll try to have some scoring updates as well. We got Otter girls hockey playing for the right against Northern Lakes to go to back to the state tournament. We got Underwood at Battle Lake in boys basketball. Rossay at Hillcrest in girls basketball. We'll try to get some updates. Well, it looks like we're going to have some free throws here. As at the free throw line, it's Schumann, and the free throw is good. So they're saying off that one that got the Otters up in the air that he was going up. So Schumann makes the free throw. He's got 3 points in the game, and he'll get one more to try to tie the game up. He does. We're all tied at 13 on our Park Region scoreboard. And Henry Bethel into the front court for the Otters. Man-to-man defense for the Sabres. Alex Ellison across to Isaac Ellison. Now Bethel, right side. Goes across to Micah Johnson. Micah on the baseline. He's bumped. It'll be a foul on Sartell. And that foul will be the third team foul on the Sabres. First personal on Jalen Schumann. Jack Ratz will make his first appearance. And Brian Hurst will come out. Otters right now with the Ellisons, Ratz, Bethel, and Johnson on the floor, and Micah will throw it in. Looking, gets it into Bethel in the far corner. Henry on the drive, steps through. Tough little fade from 10 feet, and Henry hits it. So Henry's got 7 to lead all scores, and it's 15-13. Otters back up by 2. 10:45 to play first half. We got Tavali with it on the drive. Tough off-balance shot over the basket, no good. Isaac Ellison with a rebound. Isaac clears it and comes it towards the front court, and there's going to be a hand check foul on Schumann. That's a couple quick fouls on Schumann. So fourth team foul on Sartell, and Schumann will come out. Bommersbach is back in. Maddox Lewis is back in, and Andrew Tavali comes out for Sartell. Well, West Central Ag Air, your local Peterson Farms and LG seed supplier, and the right choice to defend your crops. That's West Central Ag Air. Otters with the ball. Bethel, near side to Isaac Ellison. Back to Henry. Penetrating, step through, flips it up, and a good finish by Henry Bethel. Good aggressive drive, and Henry's got 9. And it's a 4-point Otter lead. That matches their biggest lead of the game, 17-13 on the Park Region scoreboard. It's Simmons, ball screen, pull up, 15-footer, hard off the glass, no good, tipped around, and Alex Ellison able to track down the loose ball rebound. And Henry Bethel slowly into the front court, right side. He wants a ball screen. Ellison comes and gives it to him. Henry will let the three go. Off the left side of the rim, no good. And the rebound, and now the Sabres turn it over, and Alex Ellison with a nice steal and finish. So good job there by the Otters. Bergstrom had it, but threw it, and Ellison anticipated. And now the Otters are up by 6, 19-13. 9:35 to play in the half. Far side, it's Bommersbach. Now his pass stolen again. 5 Sabre turnovers. Now Rats, his pass is tipped, but he gets it back. Bethel, three-pointer. It's short from the corner, and the rebound goes to Bergstrom, his 4th of the game. Well, good look there for Henry, but a little bit short. On the other side, there's a 3. That rims out, no good for Stutzman. And Isaac Ellison with the rebound for Fergus Falls. Substitutions ready to come for both sides here as we're halfway through the first half of play. 19-13, Fergus Falls with the lead. Bethel, ball screen, penetrating right to the hoop, kicks it out. Jack Ratz open for 3. Off the front of the rim, curls up and touches the support out of bounds, and Sartell will get it. So Bethel and Alex Ellison come out. Luke Pearson in for the first time. Ryan Hurst is back in. Derwachter back in for Sartell as Bergstrom is out. And Andrew Nelson is back in for Sartell as Stutzman comes out. 19-13, Otters by 6. Sartell with the ball. It's Bennett Bommersbach handling the ball, working against Micah Johnson. Picks up his dribble, comes all the way across. Dangerous pass. It's picked up by Simmons. Ratz cuts him off on the baseline. High post, it's Nelson working against Hertz. Right shoulder turn, little 4-footer. I think Hertz got a piece of that. And Jack Ratz with the rebound for the Otters. Here is Micah Johnson. His pass indecision, knocked away. Otters fortunate to come up with it. Isaac Ellison, three-pointer right side. Over the basket, no good. Bergstrom with a rebound, and he is fouled. I'm sorry, that was not Bergstrom. It was Simmons with the rebound, and he was fouled. And that foul on the Otters, their 3rd team foul, is going to be on Jack Ratz, his first. Henry Bethel, short, quick break, is back in. Micah Johnson comes out. 8 minutes, 15 seconds to play until our Minnesota Motor halftime report. Otters are up 19-13 in the corner. Derwachter back out to Simmons, across to Bommersbach. He uses a ball screen to the right wing and comes back up top to Lewis. He'll catch and fire the 3 off the front of the rim. Good rebound for Ryan Hurst, and he'll bring it up the right side. And here's Hurst trying to take the baseline, backing his way into the lane, kicks it back out. Isaac Ellison over to Pearson. Now inside to Hurst. Hurst, right shoulder spin, sifts through the defense, but it's too strong off the glass, and it is Simmons with a rebound for the Sabres. Here comes Sartell in transition. Open for 3 is Bommersbach, and he knocks it down. He can shoot it. He's got a pair of 3s. And it's 19-16. The Otters' lead is cut in half on the Park Region scoreboard. Henry Bethel over to Ratz. Now Isaac Ellison. Isaac will let the 3 go. That misses everything on the left side. And it's Derwachter with a rebound for Sartell. On the drive, Simmons to the hoop. Double clutch, up and under. He draws the foul, and Simmons will shoot 2. So that foul on the Otters will be on Isaac Ellison, his first 4th team foul. And to the line is Braden Simmons, looking for his first point of the game, and he gets it. Minnesota Motor halftime report coming up in just a bit. Their service department is conveniently open on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's Minnesota Motor on South Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls. Micah Johnson, Levi King back in for Fergus Falls, and Ratz and Isaac Ellison are out. Second free throw for Simmons is good. That's 5 in a row now for Sartell. They've cut the Otter lead to 1. Simmons comes out, and 6-foot senior Levi Freeler is in for the first time for the Sabres. And Henry Bethel into the front court. Gets to Ryan Hurst, high post area. Hurst left to right on the dribble, spinning into the lane, stepping through, goes up, good finish. Good one-on-one move by Ryan Hurst. Hurst with 6 in the game. And the Otters back up by 3, 21-18. on the Park Region scoreboard. Here is Bommersbach, steps back, little fade 15-footer. That was a tough shot. Pretty good defense there by Luke Pearson. But Bommersbach just made a good play. And that cuts the lead to 1, 21-20. Otters up. 8 points for Bennett Bommersbach in this game. Micah Johnson, jump stop, loses his balance, kicks it back out to Pearson. Now it goes to Ryan Hurst in the corner. Ryan backing his way into the post across to Pearson. Luke sets, fires the three, and Luke hits the three. Ryan Hurst, another assist. Luke really gave the Otters a big boost last Thursday against St. Cloud Apollo. Came in and hit a couple threes off the bench that helped the Otters almost pull off a double-digit comeback. Came up 5 points short. They were leading within the last minute, but came up a little short. On the other end, tough off-balance shot is no good by Bommersbach, and Hurst with a rebound. Here comes Ryan Hurst. In transition, loses it, knocked away, and Sartell comes up with it. Only the third Otter turnover here in the first half, as George Derwachter, right to left on the dribble. Loses it, now gets it back. Maybe getting away with a carry there was Bommersbach, but it goes to Freeler. And Freeler working against Levi King. 5.5 minutes to play. First half, Nelson, left side. Derwachter for three, no good. Ryan Hurst, another rebound. Quick outlet pass, Pearson to Levi King, and that's deflected away by Bommersbach and recovered by Freeler. Fourth Otter turnover. Far side, it's Lewis. Going to be an offensive foul on Maddox Lewis. Micah Johnson doing what he does best. He draws offensive fouls, and he got that one. Lewis, maybe some extension there to get an advantage, and now Maddox Lewis, the top scorer for the Sabres. He's got 2 fouls, and that's 5 team fouls. 24-20, Fergus falls by 4, 5:05 to play first half. Ryan Hurst up top, over to Bethel. Now the pass, errant pass. Otters fortunate to keep possession. Micah Johnson to Hurst. Right side baseline. Now penetrate. That's knocked away. Hurst gets it back. Now Ryan goes up and puts it down for the two-hand slam. Otters very fortunate. Had a turnover written all over it. And let's take a look at the replay here on our live stream. In our Fergus Now app. It's our Annabelle Lee replay. And Ryan Hurst, he's had a lot of those dunks this year. Adds another one. As it's 26-20. Otters by 6 on the other end. The three by Derwachter, no good. And Micah Johnson with the rebound. And here comes Fergus Falls. Hurst comes to Levi King. Jump stop in the lane. Back out Alex Ellison. Into the post, it's Henry Bethel. Henry spins right, gathers, reverse. That's a good move by Henry Bethel. Henry's in double figures with 11, and this is the biggest lead of the game for Fergus Falls. 28-20 on our Park Region scoreboard. And Freeler, left-hand dribble. Otters have been man-to-man defense the entire game. And Nelson with it, hands off Derwachter between the legs on the dribble. Penetration, gathers, goes up. Good finish by Derwachter. That's his first basket of the game. And it's 28-22. That ends a 7-0 run for Fergus Falls. 3:40 to play in the half. Bethel hands off to Micah Johnson. Micah penetrates. Double team going to be tied up. Jump ball possession arrow will go to the Sabres. So the Otters plagued by some turnovers here the last 3-4 minutes. Their 5th turnover of the game. And Sabres with some substitutions as Nelson and Lewis come out. Bergstrom is back in. And Simmons is back in as well. Excuse me, Tavalli is back in. As the Sabres with it, back up top, it goes to Bergstrom. 28-22, Otters by 6. Central Lakes Conference matchup here with Sartell. It's Derwachter. Hands off to Freeler. Freeler mishandles it, picks it back up, goes to Derwachter. 18-footer right side off the front of the rim. Henry Bethel with the rebound. He deflected it off of Bergstrom. I thought maybe Henry could come down with it, but he threw it off of Bergstrom. It worked all the same, and the Otters will get it. Minnesota Motor halftime report on the way in 3 minutes and 4 seconds of clock time here. At Minnesota Motor, they know every decision they make affects every mile you drive. Trust the experts at Minnesota Motor. Henry Bethel, far side with the ball. Gets a ball screen between the legs, steps back, good pass to Hurst on the short corner. Ryan finishes, gets the basket, and draws the foul. Nice pass there by Henry. Good timing on that pass. And Hurst will try to complete the three-point play. Ryan now in double figures. That fouls on George Derwachter, his first, team sixth. Yeah, Ryan, he's closing in on a double-double already. He's got 10 points, 7 rebounds. That free throw's off the front of the rim, no good. And Bergstrom with his 5th rebound of the game for Sartell. Up the floor, Otters back up by 8. Near side. Now it's Bergstrom with it. Bounce pass back up to Tavalli. Tavalli over to Simmons in the corner underneath, deflected by Hurst. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Sartell. 16 to shoot, 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. And throwing it in will be Andrew Tavalli for Sartell. And Tavalli looking for a teammate, gets it into Simmons in the corner to Derwachter. Derwachter takes a dribble. Only 10 to shoot here now for the Sabres. Up top, Tavalli left to right. Take into the lane, little fadeaway. Tough shot over Hurst. That's short. And Levi King with the Otter rebound. Otters can get their first double-digit lead here with a hoop. Now ball goes through Levi King's hands, tries to save it, knocked away, and it is a turnover. And here come the Sabres in transition. And nothing Micah Johnson could do except foul Bergstrom. So that foul is on Micah Johnson, his first, team 5th. And to the free throw line will be Isaac Bergstrom looking for his first point of the game. And the free throw is up. That's off the heel. No good. Well, Midwest Printing, they're your local partner for quality printing. Visit Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls. 2:04 to go till our Minnesota Motor halftime report. If your windshield needs replacing, contact the experts at Minnesota Motor. Second free throw, that one's good. Bergstrom, his first point of the game. 7-point Fergus Falls lead, 30-23. And we have 2 minutes to go here in the first half as Henry Bethel walks it into the front court. And Otters looking to get in a set. Here comes a screen coming from Alex Ellison. Henry used it, driving right, stepping through, goes up, stripped, and it will stay with the Otters. Good strip there by Simmons. Looked like Henry had a hoop coming, but it was stripped before he went up. Luke Pearson is in. Levi King comes out. Minute 47. Otters have 18 to shoot as Micah Johnson will throw it in. Gets it into Henry Bethel working against Simmons, and there's going to be a blocking foul or a push on the Sabres, and that's going to get Henry Bethel to the free throw line as Sartell with their 7th team foul. Henry leading the Otters in scoring with 11 points in the game, and the free throw is up. That's off the heel, no good. Hurst, though, with the offensive rebound, and Ryan able to kick it out. Now Bethel on the drive loses it out of bounds, and the Otters turn it over. Turnovers have been an issue here the last 6-7 minutes for the Otters. They went the majority of the first half with only a couple, but they're up to 7 here now. And with the ball, it is Schumann. Schumann across, it goes to Tavalli. Up top, Lewis catches and fires the 3. That's no good. Battle for the board. Saving it nicely is Bergstrom, and Sartell has it. Lewis comes over. Now it's Bergstrom, catch and fire the 3, and he hits the 3. Good quick touch pass from Tavalli. Bergstrom with his first field goal. Otters lead is now down to 4 at 30-26. Just over a minute to play first half. Pearson into the post. Bethel spinning right, double team, kicks out Micah Johnson, back to Henry, thinks about the 3, swings it over to Alex Ellison, back to Henry. Henry, he'll let the 3 go straight on. It's good. So Henry, he's got 14. There's a situation where Sartell went under that ball screen and left Henry wide open, and he just knocked it down. Otters back up by 7, 33-26. Here's Tavalli, kicks it back out. Schumann with it. Across it goes. On the drive, going up, Bergstrom. Good contest by the Otters. And Fergus Falls with the basketball after that missed drive. And Hurst with it. Now the Otters can hold for the last shot here as the shot clock is off. 18 seconds to play, and Alex Ellison with the ball up top. Otters trying to get all their pieces in order here as Ellison now at 7 seconds to go, penetrating, gathers, scoops up the shot. The layup is good. That was a beauty by Ellison, and the desperation launch is good. A three-quarter court, maybe just inside a three-quarter court from Isaac Bergstrom, and it is good. Oh, boy, unbelievable shot there by Bergstrom. We're going to have an Annabelle Lee replay here with the shot from Bergstrom here on our live streaming on the Fergus Now app. And, man, that's a tough way to end the half. The Otters executed that last possession perfectly. They milked the clock. Alex Ellison, a good drive, and then Bergstrom let it fly from, I would say, a good 20 feet before midcourt, and it was good. And it was nothing but net for the most part. So nice moment for Isaac Bergstrom. Not a fun moment for the Otters as they had a 9-point lead, but it's now down to 6. 35-29 is the score on our Park Region Service Beyond the Connection scoreboard. It's time for our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report. And Minnesota Motor Company, they have trucks. Contact the sales team to get yours today. That's Minnesota Motor on South Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls. We will take a break here at the half. The Otters lead the Sabres 35-29. And back with our Minnesota Motor halftime report after this.
Quality Toyota is proud to... At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Light powers your day, and with LEDs, every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
What's your number? I drove 60 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota. I drove 45 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
Otter Tail Minn Dakota Coaches has been the trusted name in transportation for 50 years. Safety, service, and dependability are at the heart of every journey. From local routes to nationwide trips, rely on Otter Tail Coaches for a ride you can trust.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Hi, I'm Jay, owner of Fergus Apothecary, downtown Fergus Falls. We like to talk to you out in the open, not through glass, not through a speaker. We treat you as a person, not as an insurance card. So we invite you to come downtown Fergus Falls and speak with us.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
Streaming live on the Fergus Now app. And Jason Retzloff with you here tonight along with Dave Bishop. And the Otters lead at 35-29 on our Park Region scoreboard. And it's kind of been a game where the Otters have had good stretches of basketball where they feel like they might take control, and then Sartell comes back and pulls within a few. It looked like the Otters were going to build up a little bit of a lead. They, like I mentioned before, they did a good job of milking the clock on that last possession. They got the matchup they liked. They liked Alex Ellison on with Maddox Lewis guarding him, and Alex made a really strong move to finish what we thought was to finish a half with a beautiful finger roll. With 3 or 4 seconds to go, the Sabres quickly got it in, and Isaac Bergstrom let it fly from 20 feet before midcourt. We'll call it pretty close to a three-quarter court shot, and it was a splash. It was swish, and so a little bit of a deflating moment for the Otters going into the locker room. But all in all, a solid performance. They have a 6-point lead, 35-29, and Otters did a good job taking care of the ball that first section of the half. They did get plagued with some turnovers in the last 6-7 minutes of the half. Ended up with 7 to Sartell's 5. It's been Henry Bethel and Ryan Hurst. They got 24. The Otters 35 points. Ryan Hurst has been a big factor on the inside. He's got 8 rebounds, lead all rebounders. He's got a pair of blocks, a couple of assists. He's kind of been doing it all. Henry Bethel's been doing his thing, scoring. Luke Pearson contributing with a 3 coming off the bench, and Alex Ellison some nice aggressive moves as well. So the Otters playing some solid basketball and just trying to see if they can get that run to build that get that lead into double digits and try to extend against a solid Sartell team. They've done a nice job on Maddox Lewis, the top scorer for Sartell. He's only got 3 points. I think he's only attempted three threes in the game. He's 1 for 3 from three-point land. But the Sabres, they've made some shots. They do have 5 first-half threes, including that long one to end the half. Well, this is our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report. Otters lead at 35-29, and we're going to take another break. When we come back, I'll have some my unofficial statistics and numbers here from our first half of play. You're listening to Otter Boys Basketball, watching Otter Boys Basketball live streaming on the Fergus Now app. Back with more in just a moment.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton, there's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
I'm Tad Butke, your dedicated business sales consultant at Park Region. Whether you're looking to optimize your operations, scale your business, or find tailored solutions, I'm here to help you achieve your goals.
Reach out to Tad today at 218-998-2000 for Park Region to go beyond the connection.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Olson Oil Cart Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Cart Express, supporting Otter sports.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor
Company halftime report. Fergus Falls Otter Boys basketball leading Sartell 35-29. Let's take a look at some of the stats from this first half. Otters led in scoring. Henry Bethel leading all scorers with 14 first half points. He's got a pair of threes in the game. Ryan Hurst with 10. Alex Ellison has 6, 3 for Luke Pearson, and 2 for Micah Johnson. Like I said, Ryan Hurst closing in on a double-double already. Along with his 10 points, he has 8 rebounds to lead Fergus Falls. He also leads the Otters with a pair of assists in the game, and he's got 2 blocks as well. For Sartell, they're led in scoring by Bennett Bommersbach, who's got 8 points, a pair of threes. Isaac Bergstrom with 7 points, a pair of threes, including the miraculous three-quarter court shot to end the half to cut that Otter lead down to 6. Also in the scoring column for Sartell, Jalen Schumann with 4, 3 points apiece for Maddox Lewis and Andrew Nelson, and 2 apiece for Braden Simmons and George Derwachter. I have Bergstrom leading the Sabres with 6 rebounds, and I don't have any Sabre with more then I don't have any Sabre with more than 1 assist in this game. Team stats, Sartell with a slight edge on the boards, 19-17. Fergus Falls with 7 turnovers, and Sartell with 5. Otters, thanks to Dean Nielsen, got a few percentage stats here. Fergus Falls 15 for 27 at 55%. Sartell 9 for 30 at 30%. So a big discrepancy shooting the ball with Sartell and Fergus Falls. Otters have got some good looks. They've shot it well. Hurt by turnovers late in the half. Otters are 2 for 5 from the free throw line. One of the advantages, Sartell, they've made some more points at the line, 6 of 7 from the line. We've had 3 lead changes and 2 ties. Otters lead at 35-29. That'll put an end to our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report. And we are underway in the second half, and the Otters have the basketball. Henry Bethel in the corner, left-hand drive goes up, dishes underneath, it's tipped away, but it's tracked down by Alex Ellison. Here's Micah Johnson on the drive, jump stop, out to Hurst. Ryan wants 3, off the heel, no good. Weak side board to Derwachter for Sartell. So into the front court, it goes across to Derwachter. Pull up, 13-footer right side, he buries it. Derwachter, second basket, he's got 4. And it's 35-31. Otters by 4. Try to get a few scoring updates for you as well, too. We did get one with Hillcrest girls. There's a bullet pass across the way from Bethel. Goes right into the Otter. I think it went right into the Otter bench. It had deflected off of one of the Otters down there and out of bounds. So 8 turnovers now for Fergus Falls. Yeah, the scoring update we got from Rosse, Hillcrest girls basketball leading Rosse 17-10, 10 minutes to go. Hopefully get Otter girls hockey update as well as they're trying to advance, get back to the state tournament. 3-pointer far side for the Sabres, and just like that, the 3-pointer is good. Bommersbach now in double figures with 11. And the Otters, with seconds to go in the half, were up by 9, but now they're only up by 1, as it's an 8-0 run from the end of the first to the beginning of the second. And it's a 1-point Fergus Falls lead, 35-34. Hurst in the post, double team, turns the opposite way. Now he draws the foul. That was a creative move there by Ryan, eluding the double team. And he will shoot 2. And that foul is on Andrew Nelson, his second. First foul on either team in the second half. And Ryan Hurst, he's got 10 points, 8 rebounds in the game. He's 2 for 3 from the line. He will shoot 2. And that one off the front of the rim, no good. Otters by 1, 35-34. And Ryan's second one in the air. That one's good. 11 for Hurst. 2-point Fergus Falls lead. And it is George Derwachter handling the ball for Sartell. Otters man-to-man defense, high post, well, top of the key now. It's Nelson. Flare screen comes back to Derwachter, almost turned it over. Now he goes towards the baseline, picks it back up. Here's Lewis straight on. Simmons wants 3. He buries it, and Sartell has regained the lead. So it's 37-36. Simmons now with 5 points. That's his first field goal of the game. And Sartell on a roll here. See if the Otters can stop some of that momentum. Hurst is going to get called for travel. Spinning into the lane, shuffled his feet a bit. And that's 9 Otter turnovers in the game. And we're just over 2 minutes in. Underwood leading Battle Lake in boys basketball 50-26 at the half. As Sartell, it's Simmons on the drive right to do it. Rejected by either Hurst or Bethel. And Henry comes up with it. In transition, goes up, and Henry draws the foul. He is a speeding bullet going down in transition, and it's tough to catch up with him. And like so often happens, nothing they can do except foul him. So it'll be the foul on George Derwachter, his second, team second. And Henry, he's 0 for 1 from the line, but he's got 14 points, and that's off the front of the rim, no good. Henry, the Otters' leading scorer at 23 points per game. Ryan Hurst averages 19 a game. Top 2 scorers. That free throw is good for Bethel. Henry with 15. And we're all tied up again, 37-37, with 15:35 to play in the game. Some full court pressure from the Otters. It goes into the front court with Derwachter. Over to Simmons. He wants another three. That's no good. Weak side board goes to Ryan Hurst. He gets it to Bethel. Otters trying to regain the lead. Up to Micah Johnson. The ball's deflected. It comes back to Micah. And over it goes to Henry Bethel. Now Hurst over to Alex Ellison. Ball screen. Curling in the lane. Alex right to the hoop. Couldn't get the roll. Good move. It just curled out. Nelson with a rebound. And up the floor, Henry Bethel is going to get called for the foul. So Bethel with his second. First foul on the Otters in the second half. And Sartell will throw it in. Conversation with Matt Johnson and the official comes to an end, and the Sabres will inbound. It comes into the backcourt to Bommersbach. Over it goes. And the handoff to Simmons. Simmons guarded by Bethel. Man-to-man, half-court Otter defense. Lewis bounce past Nelson. Across it goes. Tipped by Johnson. Controlled by Bommersbach. Pull-up 15-footer is good. Micah went for the steal when he didn't get it. That allowed Bommersbach an open look, and he can shoot it. And Sartell back up by 2. That is 13 in the game for Bennett Bommersbach. Alex Ellison over to Henry Bethel. Left open for 3. Catches and fires, and it's good. Henry with 18 in the game. Otters back up on top, 40-39. It's a couple times at Sartell they've just lost Henry and gave him a really good look. He knocked it down. On the drive is Lewis. It goes over to Nelson. Right-hand drive into the lane, back out. Derwachter, shot fake, pull up, off balance, 17-footer, and he hits it. That's just a tough shot. That's not an easy shot. Derwachter made it, and he's got 6. Sartell back up on top, 41-40. And 6th lead change of the game. Backdoor cut Bethel over to Micah Johnson in the corner. Back to Henry, three-pointer. Off the front of the rim, no good. He gets his own rebound, goes back up, blocked from behind. Henry gets it right back and puts it back up and in. And there's some good persistence there by Henry Bethel. Third time's the charm. And the Otters back up on top, 42-41. But just like that, Sartell regains the lead as Maddox Lewis knocks it down for 3. And it's 44-42. Back and forth we go here. Sabres up, back on top. Into the post. Hurst kicks it back out. Ellison. Alex on the drive. Going up. He's bumped. Gets the basket and draws the foul. Maybe a little bit of continuation there. And the Otters, it was a close one. And to get the benefit of the doubt there as Ellison. Good, strong move by Alex to the baseline. And it ties the game up at 44. The foul's on Braden Simmons, his second, team third, and a lot of substitutions here for the Sabres. As Jalen Schumann is in, Isaac Bergstrom is in, and Carter Stutzman is back in. Derwachter and Bommersbach stay in the game. Free throw by Alex Ellison is good. Another nice game for Alex. He's got 9 points, and the Otters back up on top, 45-44. Now the Sabres break the press right to the hoop, going up, missing a shot. No good, but the offensive rebound and easy putback is good for Stutzman. And now Sartell back up on top, 46-45. Inside it goes to Hurst. Ryan turns to his right shoulder, misses the shot, and the rebound is picked up by Bergstrom. 13 minutes to play in the game, 46-45. Sartell leading by 1 on the Park Region scoreboard. Derwachter, dribble entry, comes back up top. Schumann, near side corner. It's Bommersbach. Curling into the lane. Now losing it is Schumann, and Ryan Hurst comes up with the ball. That's the first turnover in quite some time for Sartell. Their 6th of the game. Hurst backing his way in out to Bethel. Henry straight on for 3. That's short. And the rebound goes to Bergstrom, his 8th of the game. Wow, great update for the Otter girls hockey team as Sartell calls timeout. Otter girls are up 8-2 after 2 periods in Alexandria. So looking good for the Otter girls and the Otter girls hockey team. Timeout here called by Sartell. We will take a break as well. Lake Region Healthcare timeout. You're listening to Otter Boys basketball, streaming live on the Fergus Now app and on Newstalk 1250 KBRF.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
What's the record for the biggest walleye? What's the record for the largest goldfish? Wait, what? Never release aquatic animals or plants into our lakes and rivers. Help protect our waters and native species.
Yeah, great update from Alexandria. Otter girls trying to get back to the state tournament in hockey. They're up 8-2 after 2. Hannah Johnson with 4 goals in the game. What a night so far. Got one more period to finish it off, but looking good for the Otter girls hockey team. Well, back to action here in this Sartell Fergus Falls Otter boys basketball game. It's been back and forth. Sartell is up 1, 46-45, and they have the basketball. Stutzman, his pass intercepted by Luke Pearson. 7th Sartell turnover. Here's Henry Bethel in transition. Eurostep blocked from behind, tipped by Hurst. Loose ball, and it is tracked down by Schumann for Sartell. Scrambling around, Sartell gets it into the front court. And here's Schumann left open, straight on the 3 is no good. Battle for the board, tipped around. Schumann in the middle, Pearson in the middle, and it's going to be a jump ball, looks like. Possession will stay with Sartell. So the Sabres will get it. Jack Ratz is going to come in for the Otters. Matt Johnson made some substitutions during that last time out. The Otter lineup right now is Johnson, Bethel, Ratz, Pearson, and Isaac Ellison. Maddox Lewis back in for Sartell as Derwachter comes out. And a box end out here for Sartell. Levi Freeler throws it in, comes into Schumann. Inside it goes to Stutzman. Back out, Bergstrom into the post. It's Lewis, swings the pass around. Pearson almost had the steal, but couldn't quite control it inbound, and it'll stay with Sartell. 11 on the shot clock. So Lewis will throw it in near the far corner. And it comes in. Sartell swings it from side to side. Now some contact there. Lewis is able to get open for 3. That's no good. Weak side offensive rebound, though, for Bergstrom. He's got 9 rebounds in the game. And now Schumann with it. On the drive, jump stop, kicks it back out over in the corner. Bergstrom for 3. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. As he set his feet to step into the shot, he stepped on the sideline on the far side. 8th turnover for Sartell. Well, this game and the Quality Toyota Player of the Game t-shirts are brought to you by Lake Country Graphics. We'll name our Player of the Game in our Olson Oil Card Express post-game show in just a bit. Otters with the ball. Bethel off a flare screen, swings it to Johnson. Micah wants 3 in the corner, rims off the right side, no good. Stutzman with a rebound for Sartell. So after a flurry of scoring back and forth, both teams struggling here last couple minutes to get anything on the board. On the drive, Stutzman, across it goes. Schumann, guarded by Isaac Ellison. Isaac tips it away, and he comes up with a steal. Ellison bounce pass. Henry Bethel scoops up the lay, and it's good. And he draws the foul. That was a beautiful finish by Henry Bethel. And let's take another look at that one on our live stream with our Annabelle Lee American Family Insurance replay. A nice pass there by Isaac Ellison after the steal. And Henry, with his trademark athleticism, able to finish and try to convert the three-point play. That is no good, though, and the rebound goes to Bergstrom, his 10th rebound of the game. Well, that was our 11th lead change as the Otters are back up. On top, it's 47-46 on the Park Region scoreboard. Sartell with the ball. We got 10.5 minutes to play in the game. Schumann inside to Lewis. Double team, kicks it to Stutzman. Way back out top. Now Freeler with it. Bounce pass knocked away by Pearson. Ratz almost had it, but it comes back to Freeler. 8 to shoot. Stutzman for 3 in the corner, and that curls in. Man, the Otters looked like they were going to get a turnover a couple times, and it ends with Stutzman knocking down the 3, and it's 49-47. Sartell back up on top by 2 as we approach the 10-minute mark in the game. Bethel on the left side. Henry to his right, steps through, goes up, tough shot, too strong off the glass. And the rebound comes to Schumann for Sartell. Across it goes. Lewis catches, fires, three-pointer off the heel. Long rebound. Stutzman comes up with it for Sartell. Lewis now, three-pointer. Schumann on the drive instead and goes up, and he draws the foul. And Micah Johnson is going to pick up the foul. And Schumann will shoot 2 for Sartell with 9:40 to play in the game. That's Micah's second Only the second team foul here on the Otters. And Schumann, who has 4 points, misses the free throw. Simmons and Tavalli back in for the Sabres as Freeler and Bergstrom are out. Ryan Hurst is back in, and Micah Johnson will come out. Well, West Central Ag Air, your local Peterson Farms and LG seed supplier, and the right choice to defend your crops. That's West Central Ag Air. Good back and forth game going as the second free throw is no good, but another offensive rebound for the Sabres. They've gotten quite a few here in the second half, especially. Now on the drive is Tavalli, kicks back out to Stutzman. Near side, here is Lewis, hands it off, turning the corner, Schumann, and it's going to be a pushing foul on the Otters. And it's going to be on Luke Pearson. Luke gets his first, team third. Bommersbach coming back in for Sartell. As it was Schumann who checked out. Line end out for the Sabres. They come into Simmons, over to Bommersbach. Back to Lewis. Guarded by Isaac Ellison. They come back over. Here is Simmons. Now Lewis with it. Left hand drive goes up. Trying to draw contact. No good. Ball tipped out, and it goes off of Bommersbach and out of bounds. And the Otters will get the ball back, trailing by 2. 49-47. Hillcrest girls up big at the half at Rothsay. 44-20 is the score there. As Henry Bethel with the ball over to Isaac Ellison. A 1-4 set here for Fergus Falls. Bethel back to Isaac. Over to Henry. Jack Ratz, far side Pearson. Luke wants 3. That's a little long, and the long rebound tracked down by Tavalli for Sartell. Here's Bommersbach. Between the legs, steps back, goes to Lewis in the corner. It's Tavalli working against Pearson. Way up near midcourt. Simmons. Bommersbach, short corner. It goes to Lewis. Bounce pass across all the way to the corner to Simmons. Now Stutzman. Lewis catch and fire the 3. In and out, no good. That was halfway down. And Henry Bethel gets his 6th rebound of the game. Here comes Henry. Penetrating, spinning, stepping through, goes up and curls off the rim. No good. Henry rips the rebound away and puts it back up and in. The Sabre bench can't believe it. They thought that Henry had the foul. I don't know. And Henry, there's maybe some contact on the way up, but Henry on the ball was fairly clean on that, I thought. And we have tied it up, 49-49 on the drive going up. Bommersbach too strong. Bethel with the rebound. Here comes Henry in transition. Little floating shot. He draws the foul. And 2 free throws on the way for Henry Bethel. And the Otters with a chance to regain the lead. And that foul is going to be on Maddox Lewis, his 3rd, team 5th. Lewis will be the first player to pick up their 3rd foul of this game. And Bethel to shoot 2. Free throw's good. Henry now with 25 points in the game. And some substitution. Derwacher back in for Sartell. Nelson is back in as Stutzman and Tavalli come out. Henry's 2nd free throw, that is short, so Henry struggled a little bit from the free throw line here in this game. Otters back up by 1, 50-49 on our Park Region scoreboard. Here is Derwacher. 7:42 to play in the game. Bommersbach now directing traffic. Sartell in their spot, coming to the high post area. It's Lewis, 1 dribble left, back to Bommersbach, into the post Nelson. Working against Bethel. Right shoulder, turnaround jumper from about 8 feet. Curls out, no good. Quickly, Henry's amassing a lot of rebounds. He's got 9 now in the game. Over to Pearson. Luke open for 3 off the front of the rim. Good rebound by Jack Ratz. Back out. Pearson, same spot. That's a different result as the 3 is good. So Luke didn't get the first one to go. That one was good. And it's now 53-49. Otters by 4. Couple threes in the game for Pearson. Give Jack Ratz a lot of credit for making that happen. And a turnover. The pass is behind Lewis. And the Otters will get the ball back. 10th turnover of the game for Sartell. And Henry Bethel with the ball. Otters see if they can extend the lead here. They led by 9 at one point in the first half. Now Ryan Hurst gets the handoff, backs his way in double team, back out Pearson over to Jack Ratz, near side corner, back to Hurst. Hurst working his way and stepping, little jump hook, no good, gets his own rebound, and then he draws the foul. And again, the Sartell contingent not liking that one, but Hurst, good job by Ryan hanging in there, missed the first one, got it back. I got Ryan with a double-double now in the game. That was his 10th rebound, and he's got 11 points, and he will shoot 2. Ryan is 3 for 5 from the line so far here tonight. And the lefty puts it up. It's good. A dozen for Hurst. 6:39 to play. Otters are now up by 5. I think we got a 6-0 run right now for Fergus Falls. And make it 7. 13 for Hurst. 6:37 to play. Otters up by 6 now. Their biggest lead in the second. Well, I should say they led by 6 at the half, and it's been much closer since then. They're back up by 6. Three-pointer, Bommersbach maybe rushed that a little bit. Missed it, and Ryan Hurst with a rebound. Here comes Hurst up the right side. Between the legs on the dribble. Comes back to Bethel. Henry skips across to Ellison. Shot fake. Isaac on the drive back over to Rapp. Short corner. It goes. 2-3 zone here for the Sabres. Luke Pearson, and Luke buries the 3. 3 threes for Pearson, and the Otters have now matched their biggest lead of the game, 58-49. That's a 10-0 run. Timeout is called by Marcus Oisted with 5:58 to play. 58-49, Otters with the lead. We'll take a Lake Region Healthcare timeout. You're listening to Otter Boys Basketball, streaming live on the Fergus Now app and on the radio on News Talk 1250 KBRF.
The small SUV lineup at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls has never been better.
Business systems can be frustrating. Don't take it out on the printer. Let Liberty Business Systems simplify the chaos. With automated printing services and flexible contracts, you'll never feel frustrated or stuck with your business systems. Liberty Business Systems.
Transparent, flexible, fearless.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Olson Oil Cart Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Cart Express, supporting Otter sports.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Otters were down 49-48, but they got 10 in a row now to take a 9-point lead with 5:58 to go. The Sabres use a timeout to try to not let this one get too far out of hand as they have the basketball. Flare screen, it goes to Bommersbach. Into the post, tipped away by Ratz, and another steal for the Otters. 11th Sartell turnover, and the Otters keep trying to add on to this lead here. And Bethel, high post area. It goes to Ryan Hurst. Ryan spinning into the lane, has it knocked away. Gets it back, double team back out. Isaac Ellison over to Henry Bethel. Henry guarded by Simmons. Ball screen left. Pick and roll. Ratz gathers. Jack goes up. Bank shot is good. Good job there. Nice pass by Henry. Jack Ratz with his first basket. 12 in a row for Fergus Falls. And they're up 60-49 on the Park Region scoreboard. Simmons on the drive. Dish is going to be a foul on the drive on the Otters. No free throws. Only the 4th team foul. As it's going to be on Jack Ratz, his 2nd. Well, Midwest Printing, your local partner for quality printing. Visit Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls. Line end out. Lewis will inbound all the way out. It comes to Simmons as we quickly approaching the 5-minute mark here in the game. Derwachter, he's going to let the 3 go, and that will end the run. Derwachter hits the 3, and he's got 7 of his 9 in the second half, and it's a 9-point Otter lead, 60-51. Here's Henry Bethel, step back, 16-footer off the right side of the rim, no good. Ryan Hurst, though, gets the rebound and brings it back out. Hurst steps through, jump stop, contact, no call. Now Hurst is going to get called for a rebounding foul, trying to take it away from Maddox Lewis. And so Ryan will pick up his second personal and 15 foul. Alex Ellison back in for Fergus Falls. Well, this game and the Quality Toyota Player of the Game t-shirts are brought to you by Lake Country Graphics. We'll have our Olson Oil Card Express post-game show coming up after the game. We'll name our quality player. 60-52, Otters by 8, 4:35 to play in the game. Sartell with the ball. And it is Braden Simmons way up top, guarded by Henry Bethel. Otters, they've been man-to-man defense the entire game in the half court. Gerwachter, right to left on the dribble. Free throw line area. Across it goes Lewis. He's got some space. Lets it go. It's over the basket. No good. Pearson with a rebound. Henry Bethel in transition. Reverse layup under the hoop is good. What an athletic play there by Henry Bethel. And he's got 27 to lead all scorers in the game. The Otters back up double digits, 62-52. Simmons on the drive. Going to be a pushing foul on Fergus Falls. The level of difficulty on Henry's reverse layup there was very high, to say the least. That was quite a finish. As Luke Pearson picks up his second personal, 16 foul, so Sartell will inbound. We're at the 4-minute mark to play in the game. And it's Bommersbach with it. Over in the corner, Lewis to the baseline. Long bounce pass, but his bounce pass touches the baseline out of bounds. And Otters will get it back. 12th turnover for Sartell. Human is back in. Lewis will come out for Sartell. And Henry Bethel takes the inbound pass. Lobs it over. Some zone pressure. Pearson for three in the corner. That's no good. And the rebound tracked down by Nelson for Sartell. The right side, it goes left open. Schumann wants the three. That's no good. And Bethel with a rebound. Henry with a double-double from my unofficial stats. Pass underneath. Good pass by Henry, and the layup is good by Ryan Hurst. That was a beautiful pass by Henry, and a good finish. Drawing the foul is Hurst. 3 assists for Henry in the game. He's been doing it all here for the Otters tonight. Rebounding, passing. And he's been a scoring machine as well with 27 points. And Ryan Hurst, he's got 15, and he's got 16. As that free throw is good. Otters have their biggest lead of the game now, 65-52, a 13-point margin, 3:32 to go. Bergstrom back in for Sartell as Nelson comes out. And with the ball, they hand it off. There is Schumann back out, and the three-pointer for Simmons is no good, and rebound number 13 of the game for Ryan Hurst. And Ryan walks it into the front court over in the corner. Isaac Ellison, Hurst right-hand drive stepping through, going to be a foul, and going to be free throws as the Otters are in the bonus. As Isaac Bergstrom, first personal 8th team foul. And Ryan Hurst, 16 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists. Another nice game for the senior. And the free throw rims out no good. And here come the Sabres. It's Bommersbach to the corner. Schumann wants the three. Over the basket, no good. And Isaac Ellison with a rebound. Here comes Henry Bethel. Henry right to left on the dribble. We're under 3 minutes to play in the game. Pearson back to Bethel, across to Ellison. And Alex over to Pearson. Bounce pass. It comes to Hurst just inside the arc in the corner. Now we'll retreat back out into the post. It goes to Bethel. Henry swings the pass over. It's going to be a reach in on Simmons. And Henry Bethel will go to the line to shoot the bonus. Foul is on Braden Simmons, his third, 9th team foul. Maddox Lewis is in. Simmons comes out. Micah Johnson's going to come back in for the Otters. And Luke Pearson will come out. Big boost again from Luke Pearson. He's really starting to shoot the ball well. He had a couple big threes to give the Otters a shot at Apollo last Thursday, and now he comes out. He's got 9 points with 3 threes in the game. And Henry's free throw is good. 28 now for Bethel to lead all scorers. And Otters have their biggest lead of the game. It's 14 points. It's 66-52. And Henry makes that one. He's got 29. So if you go back a ways, It's a 19-3 run the Otters are on here to try to close this thing out. There's a good shot. Derwachter, pull up 12-footer is good. He's now in double figures with 11. Bethel now double teamed, and timeout is called by Matt Johnson. So we will take a Lake Region Healthcare timeout. Otters trying to close this one out. They're up by 13, 67-54. And we'll be back with more Otter boys basketball after this.
Quality Toyota. At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Otter Tail Minn-Dakota Coaches has been the trusted name in transportation for 50 years. Safety, service, and dependability are at the heart of every journey. From local routes to nationwide trips, rely on Otter Tail Coaches for a ride you can trust.
Otters up 67-54, 2:25 to go. Central Lakes Conference matchup with Sartell. And Fergus Falls inbounds. Isaac Ellison double teamed, and he is fouled. And that'll put Isaac to the line to shoot 2 as the Otters are now in the double bonus. Derwachter gets his 4th personal. Isaac Ellison looking for his first point of the game. And it is in the air. It rims out no good. Simmons coming back in for the Sabres. Derwachter will come out. 2:23 to play in the game. Otters are currently on a 19-5 run. They trailed 49-48 and really have played some great basketball here as the second free throw off the heel, no good for Ellison. Bergstrom gets his 12th rebound of the game. And Sartell got to move quickly on the drive. Bommersbach draws the foul going up, and Micah Johnson will get the foul. Micah with his 3rd, 7th team foul on Fergus Falls. And Bennett Bommersbach, he's got 13 points in the game. In fact, he is the leading scorer for the Sabres tonight. Free throw's good. 14 now for Bommersbach. Derwachter is in. Lewis comes out for Sartell. 67-55, Otters by a dozen. And next one is good for Bommersbach. 15 now, Bennett Bommersbach. Levi Freeler's in. Bommersbach comes out. And full court pressure ready to be applied by the Sabres. It comes into Micah Johnson, over to Alex Ellison, back to Micah. 1-2-2, 3/4 court zone press. Here's Ellison into the front court. Double team comes from behind, but it's going to be a reach-in foul on Sartell. And that'll get Alex Ellison to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on Jalen Schumann, his 3rd. Sartell doing some offense-defense substitutions, getting their best offensive players in on dead balls where they're going to get the ball back and flipping it to the other side when they're on defense. Ellison free throw, in and out and in. That puts Alex in double figures now with 10. So Bommersbach and Lewis are back in as Bergstrom and Tavali are out, or Freeler, And Alex Ellison gets that one. He's got 11. Otters back up by 13, 69-56, 2:05 to play in the game. And Sartell inbounds, and it comes into Schumann. Schumann gets it over to Derwachter, hands it off to Bommersbach. Left-hand drive, Bommersbach loses it, knocked away, stolen by Ellison. Here come the Otters. Lead pass, Henry Bethel. Layup is good. Good lead pass by Ellison. And Henry now, he's over 30. He's got 31, and the Sabres throw it away. And Isaac Ellison comes up with a ball. 14 turnovers for Sartell, 9 in the second half. It's been a Good defensive performance here by the Otters tonight. Another foul. It's going to get Alex Ellison. Actually, it's going to be a timeout here. Called by Matt Johnson. We'll take one more Lake Region Healthcare timeout with the Otters leading 70-56. We'll be back with more Otter boys basketball in 30 seconds.
Business system. The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Scott DeBrito. I had the privilege of wearing the Otter uniform. Today, I have the privilege of representing FM Bank here in Fergus Falls. Show your Otter pride with our Otter debit card. Stop in and see us or visit our website at mybankfm.com.
37 seconds to play in the game. 70-56, Otters by 14, and they have the ball. It's Bethel Hurst, Alex Ellison, Isaac Ellison, Micah Johnson. Ellison comes into Hurst. Ryan left-hand drive in the lane. He makes the shot, but is a foul before the shot. And it's going to be a foul that'll send Ryan Hurst to the line to shoot two, and George Derwachter will foul out of the game. Derwachter comes out with 11 points. Isaac Bergstrom is back in. Really another nice game for Ryan Hurst tonight. I got him with 16 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, a pair of blocks. That free throw's off the front of the rim, no good. I got Ryan at 6 for 10 from the line in this one. Next one is up. That's good. 17 for Ryan Hurst. And it's now 71-56. Otters by 15. This is their biggest lead of the game. On the drive is Maddox Lewis over in the corner. Bergstrom back out Bombers box. Free throw line jumper off the heel. Hurst goes high to get it. Able to get it to Isaac Ellison. He was almost out of bounds, but he keeps it in bounds. And Hurst now working against pressure. Lobs it way over. Henry tried to deflect it off of Simmons, but it didn't touch anyone, went out of bounds. Henry, the pass from Hurst, Ryan was in a little bit of desperation mode and threw a high lofting pass, and Henry had to get creative to try to keep it in bounds, but it will go to Sartell. 10th Otter turnover. Good job taking care of the ball by the Otters in the second half. That's only their third turnover of the second half. A minute to play. Three-pointer in the corner is up and good by Jalen Schumann, who's now got 7 points in the game. 71-59. Henry Bethel in transition scoops up the shot. Henry draws the foul with 48 seconds to go. So Henry with 31 points on the night, looking to add on to that, as that foul is on Maddox Lewis, his fourth. Henry at the free throw line. That free throw is short. He has struggled from the line tonight. He's now 4 for 9 from the line. Double-double, though, with my stats. 31 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. That one's off the front of the rim, no good. And rebound, Henry is able to track down the long rebound. Now he loses it. It's knocked away. Diving to the floor to get it is Micah Johnson. Jump ball. It'll stay with Fergus Falls. So 71-59, Otters by 12, just over 40 seconds to play in the game. Inbounds comes to Ryan Hurst. He turns the corner. Ryan Hurst right up, and the two-hand slam for Ryan Hurst, and that will be the exclamation mark on this game. And we'll have an Annabelle Lee American Family Insurance replay. Here comes the dunk on our live stream for Ryan Hurst. And on the other end, on the drive, Maddox Lewis gets the basket and the foul. Lewis now with 8 points in the game. Ellison Alex picks up his first, team 8th, with 25 seconds to go. 73-61. Otters by 12. Lewis' first free throw attempt of the game is good. He's got 9 now. Inbound comes into Isaac Ellison over to Henry Bethel. Double team in the backcourt. Bullet pass up the right side to Alex Ellison. Otters do not have to take a shot as the shot clock is off. Way up it goes to Henry Bethel. Henry loses it, and now it's going to be a jump ball, and that will go to Sartell with 10 seconds to play. And the Sabres will inbound. Otters are about to pick up their 15th win of the season. It comes into Schumann, right side Lewis, back to Schumann. Straight on, the three is up, no good. Bethel with the final rebound of the evening, and he will let the clock expire as the Otters, very nice second half performance, very nice performance down the stretch as they come up with their 15th win of the season. They defeat Sartell 73-62 on our Park Region Service Beyond the Connection scoreboard. So we'll take a break here. We'll come back and we'll have our Olson Oil Card Express post-game show. We'll take a look at some of the scores in the area as well. We'll recap the stats that we have, as it's a nice win for Matt Johnson's team tonight. 73-62 is the final score. We will take a break, and we'll be back with our Olson Oil Card Express post-game show. Right after this, this is Otter Boys basketball, streaming on the Fergus Now app and listening on Newstalk 1250 KBRF.
What's your number?
We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
Light powers your day, and with LEDs, every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. See how Ottertail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota, Minnesota Motor.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton, there's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Light powers your day, and with LEDs, every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. See how Ottertail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED.
And Otter Boys with a nice win tonight, 73-62 over Sartell. And really a good competitive game. And Otters just played fantastic basketball in the last 8-9 minutes. They trailed 49-48 and finished the game on a 25-14 run. At one point, it was I believe it was about a 17 to 3 run or something in that range. I'd have to look back at my numbers here, but they really had a nice run. That was the difference in the game. We're right around that 8-minute mark left in the game, and played some great basketball with a good defense. Took care of the basketball. Otters were solid in the first half, and it looked like they were going to go into halftime with a 9-point lead. As Alex Ellison made a great drive and finished with a finger roll with about 4 seconds to go. Sartell quickly got it in bounds, and Isaac Bergstrom launched a three-quarter court, literally three-quarter court, must have been 15, 20 feet in front of half court, and swished it through to cut it to 6. So the Otters were up by 9, and then a little over a minute into the second half, they were only up by 1, because then after that long range three to end the half for Sartell, they scored the first 5 points of the second half, and then we had a bunch of lead changes, 10 lead changes in the second half, 13 lead changes for the game. So there was that stretch where it was going back and forth in that first part of the first half. Then the Otters really got it together, strung a bunch of stops together, got going. Henry Bethel really did a good job making good sound decisions in the game tonight. He was offensively in a great rhythm. Luke Pearson came in off the bench. He had 3 threes in the game, a couple big threes in that run, and Ryan Hurst really did his thing as well overall, contributing in all facets of the game. I thought Alex Ellison really did a nice job for the Otters, contributing double digits and a pair of assists. He had it all up, and the Otters did a great job of taking care of the basketball in the second half. They only had 2 turnovers up until maybe about 2 or 3 minutes left in the game. They ended up with 4 second-half turnovers, 11 in the game, but the way they took care of the basketball, they made good, solid decisions, and then they were able to string stops together. Really a nice performance down the stretch, and that run in the last 8 minutes of the game propels the Otters to a 73-62 win. Otters outscored Sartell 25-13 to end the game and win it by 11 here tonight. So let's take a look at my unofficial stats, and for the Otters, big night. Henry Bethel, he was strong. The only area he struggled a bit was he struggled with his free throws a little bit, but man, he was outstanding in all other facets of the game. He led all scorers in the game tonight with 31 points, and I had him with a double-double. We'll get to the rebounding totals here in a minute, but Henry had 31 points. 17 of those came in the second half. Ryan Hurst reached his average, which is 19 points in the game. He had 10 in the first, 9 in the second. Alex Ellison also in double figures with 10. Mentioned Luke Pearson is really starting to shoot the ball well. Hit a couple big threes in the second half, the Apollo game on Thursday, to help the Otters get back in it. And he had 9 points in this game, 3 threes in the game, and 2 in that big stretch. And a really nice game for Luke shooting the ball, as he had 9 points in the game. And then it was 2 points for Jack Ratz and 2 points for Micah Johnson. On the boards, Ryan Hurst had a double-double, 14 rebounds to go along with his 19 points. Henry Bethel also had a double-double, 12 rebounds to go along with his 31 points. Those were the rebounding leaders for Fergus Falls. And it was also Bethel and Hurst leading the Otters with 3 assists, in the game each. Pair of assists for Alex Ellison in this one. I also had Ryan Hurst with a couple of blocks in this game as well. For Sartell, they were led by Bennett Bommersbach, who had 15. Also in double figures was George Derwachter with 11. 9 points for Maddox Lewis, 7 apiece for Isaac Bergstrom and Jalen Schumann. It was 5 apiece for Carter Stutzman and Braden Simmons, and 3 points for Andrew Nelson. On the boards, Bergstrom had 12 rebounds to lead Sartell, and the most assists for Sartell was Andrew Nelson, who had 3 assists, also a pair of assists in the game for Braden Simmons. I had the Otters with a slight rebounding edge over Sartell, 37-36. Turnovers, Sartell 14, Fergus Falls 11. Otters were 27 of 54, thanks to Dean Nielsen for some field goal percentage stats. 27 for 54 in the game, shooting 50%. Otters had 6 of their field goals were threes, as Bethel, Henry had 3 threes, and Luke Pearson also had 3 threes in the game. Otters did struggle. They got to the free throw line a lot. They really struggled, though, tonight. Only 13 of 27 from the free throw line. Sartell, they were 21 for 59 from the field, only 36%, but they had more than half of their field goals were from three. 11 of their 21 field goals were from the three-point stripe. Isaac Bergstrom, including that long-range one, had 2. Schumann had a 3. 3 threes for Bommersbach, a 3 for Braden Simmons, 2 threes for Lewis, and 1 each for Carter Stutzman and George Derwachter. So we had 7 different Sabres making three-point field goals tonight. Sabres shot free throws better. They just didn't get to the line as much. They were 9 for 12 from the line. A bunch of lead changes, 10 of them in the second half, 13 lead changes in the game. We had 5 ties, but the Otters a big run in last 8 minutes of the game to pull this one out 73-62 on our Park Region scoreboard. So we're going to take one final timeout, and when we return, as our Olson Oil Card Express post-game show continues, we'll name our quality player of the game, sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. We also got scores coming in as well. I think the Otter girls hockey team is going to be going back to state. We'll see if we got any more. I don't want to jinx them. They're up 8-2 after 2 periods. We'll see if that one, any more updates on that. But we'll take a break, and we'll be back to wrap things up after this, the final timeout.
What's the record for the biggest walleye? What's the record for the largest goldfish? Wait, what? Never release aquatic animals or plants into our lakes and rivers. Help protect our waters and native species.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Welcome to Minnesota Motor Company.
We're proud to be a part of this community.
And proud to be your dealership.
Minnesota Motor.
Olson Oil Card Express of Fergus Falls is your one-stop shop. Propane tank refills? Check. Diesel for your trucks? Check. Gas, propane exchange, and bulk delivery? Check, check, and check. Olson Oil Card Express, supporting Otter sports. The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Scott DeBrito. I had the privilege of wearing the Otter uniform. Today, I have the privilege of representing FM Bank here in Fergus Falls. Show your Otter pride with our Otter debit card. Stop in and see us or visit our website at mybankfm.com.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Business systems can be frustrating. Don't take it out on the printer. Let Liberty Business Systems simplify the chaos. With automated printing services and flexible contracts, you'll never feel frustrated or stuck with your business systems. Liberty Business Systems.
Transparent, flexible, fearless. It's time.
73-62 over Sartell. It's our Olson Oil Card Express post-game show, and it's time to name our quality player of the game, sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. And for screen printing and embroidery on custom apparel with the best in personal service around, contact Lake Country Graphics at 1223 North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027. That's 998-4027 for Lake Country Graphics. Yeah, a few candidates. I tip my hat to Luke Pearson. Big performance, 9 points off the bench, 3 threes. Ryan Hurst, he was very good tonight. Ryan with a double-double, 19 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists. But tonight, our player of the game, Henry Bethel, was dynamic tonight. I thought he was explosive as always. Obviously, the leading scorer with 31 points, but good decisions with Henry tonight, distributing the basketball with 3 assists. And he also was a major factor on the boards, double-double with 12 rebounds. And Henry, he's fun to watch in transition, had some beautiful finishes. They got the ball up to him, and a great game for Henry Bethel tonight. 31 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. Henry Bethel is our quality player of the game, sponsored by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. So coming up for the Otters, busy week. They'll have 2 more games. They're going to go Friday and Saturday. And on Friday, the Otters will host the team that has at least a share of the lead in the Central Lakes Conference, Sauk Rapids Rice. And we'll have coverage of that one on Channel 977 on Friday, 7 o'clock pregame, 7:15 tip. And then the Otters, they're going to play on Saturday morning in Moorhead against Fargo Davies. That's an 11:30 a.m., 11:15 pregame, 11:30 a.m. tip with Brad Anderson, also on Channel 977. Sartell, they'll be at home on Friday against Detroit Lakes in their matchup. Some scores we have. Big news, the Otter girls hockey team going back to the state tournament. And congratulations to the Otters. They handle Northern Lakes tonight in Alexandria, 9-2, the final score in that one. I know after 2 periods, the Otters were up 8-2, and Hannah Johnson had 4 goals in the game. What an awesome performance that must have been. And congrats to the Otter girls hockey team going back to state. This was a doubleheader tonight as the Otter girls played in game 1 of this doubleheader, and they handled Rocori 69-27. Otter girls improved to 16-6 on the year. Also in girls basketball over in Rothsay, the Hillcrest Comets defeat Rothsay 62-47. And then in boys basketball, it's Battle Lake and Underwood. Underwood defeats Battle Lake in Battle Lake 88-51. And before we sign off here, just one programming note. Don't forget, tomorrow night, it'll be a Spartan basketball doubleheader with the women and the men going up against in a non-divisional game against Trinity Bible College. And the M-State ladies will be tipping off at 5:30, M-State men at 7:30. And I'll have coverage for that over at the Spartan Gym. And big shout out to the Spartan men. They're 22-2 on the year, and they just went from number 10 in the nation to number 4 in the nation in the most recent NJCAA poll, and really playing some great basketball. Dealing with a few health issues, hoping they get healthy here soon. But after knocking off the number 1 undefeated team in the nation on the road last Wednesday by 24 points, certainly a well-deserved boost in the rankings for the Spartan men. So the ladies and men home tomorrow night, and we'll have coverage of those games on Channel 977. Well, that is going to do it for us here tonight, and thanks for everyone for tuning in, whether it was watching on the live on the Fergus Now app or listening on News Talk 1250 KBRF. The Otters with a great run to end the game, and they improved to 15-5 on the year. Sartell falls to 10-10, as that'll put an end to our Olson Oil Card Express post-game show. Our final score on our Park Region Service Beyond the Connection scoreboard: Fergus Falls 73 and Sartell 62. Big thanks to Dave Bishop for the production with our live stream. And this is Jason Retzloff signing off from Kennedy Secondary School Gold Gymnasium. And we thank you for listening and watching to Otter Boys Basketball on the Fergus Now app and on News Talk 1250 KBRF.
Thank you for joining us for a special KBRFradio.com video streaming production. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company and your Otter Tail Power Company pregame show, Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard, Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show, Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare timeouts, Oxted Plumbing and Heating with your game time and temperature, Viking Cafe and Fergus Falls Apothecary with your keys to the game, Olson Oil Card Express and your Olson Oil Card Express postgame show, Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game, Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups, Otter Tail County AIS Task Force, Liberty Business Systems, Service Food of Fergus Falls Monument, Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated, Otter Tail Coaches, and FM Bank of Fergus